Hello students. So in the previous lecture you have studied about primary and secondary industry. Now we'll be talking about tertiary industry, the third industry. So as you know, the primary industry, it extracts the raw materials from the nature. Then the secondary industry, it converts the raw material into finished goods. So these tertiary industries, they help or they provide services to these primary and secondary industries. How? Either in storing those goods, then or warehousing, communication, their packaging, advertising, all these things. So these industries help the primary and the secondary industries. So this tertiary industries, basically they are divided into 5: banking, insurance, transportation, warehousing and advertising. Okay, then commerce. The second type of business activity is commerce. So commerce includes all those activities which help either directly or indirectly in the distribution of goods to the ultimate consumers, or you can say the exchange of goods and services. Okay, or they are warehousing, insurance, advertising, all these things. Then the components of commerce. There are two basic components of commerce: trade and aids to trade, or auxiliaries to trade, and we'll be talking about it later. Then functions of commerce. The first function of commerce is removal of person. So commerce help in finding the buyer and sellers for each other. So it removes all those hindrances which come in the way of finding the buyer or the seller. Then the second one is removal of hindrance of place. So banks, the buyer and the seller may belong to different place, and there can be hindrance of taking goods from one place to another. So this is removed by the means of transport. Then hindrance of risk. As you know, there are different types of risk related to trade, so it can be minimized by the way of insurance. You keep all these things in mind because they may come in 1-mark question. Okay, then hindrance of time. So it is removed by keeping the goods in warehouse. It will be very easy for you to go there and collect the goods. Then hindrance of knowledge. So the knowledge about availability of goods in the market, it is a hindrance which can be removed by the way of advertisement. Okay, so by advertising it helps the removal of hindrance of knowledge. Then hindrance of finance or the money, that can be removed with the help of banking. So these were some of the functions: person, place, risk, time, knowledge and finance. Then comes trade, the first part under commerce. So trade, it is the main branch of commerce. Why? Because in this goods and services are not only purchased but they are sold also for earning profit. Therefore it is exchange of goods and services between purchaser and the seller for the respective benefits. So basically it deals with the exchange of goods and services. So types of trade, you all know about this: home trade and foreign trade. Home trade means internal trade, foreign trade means international trade. Okay, so home trade, it refers to buying and selling of goods within the geographical boundaries of the countries. Okay, then home trade, it is further divided into two, that is wholesale and retail trade. Wholesale trade means when the goods are bought or sold in a bulk. Okay, and then retail, when the goods are sold or purchased in a short amount or in a smaller quantity. In wholesale, we are purchasing it in a bulk or selling it in a bulk to someone, whereas in retail, we are taking it in a smaller quantity. Then the next one is foreign trade or the international trade. Foreign trade means the goods are traded between the traders belonging to two different countries. Okay, then the first one under this is export. So export takes place when a trader sells the goods outside the country. Here goods go outside some other country, that is goods sold from India to England will be called as export. Then import. Under import, a trader of one country purchases goods from another country and bring goods inside the country. Okay, we are purchasing goods from Bangladesh, then that will be import. Then third one is entry port. Now this is the different one. So in entry port, what is happening? A trader, it is a trade where a trader belonging to one country purchase the good from another country. Okay, trader belonging to one country purchase the good from another country and sells them to yet another country. Okay, for example, Indian trader purchases the good from England. See, Indian trader is purchasing the goods from England and then they are selling it to Japan or China. Then that is entry port. Getting it from some country and then giving it to some another country, that is entry port. So these were types of trade. Trade, it is divided into two, internal and external. Then internal, wholesale, retail, and external, export, import, and entry port. Then aids to trade or auxiliaries to trade. So by aids to trade, we mean the services which are helping in trade and its development. Okay. It includes transport, banking, insurance, warehousing, advertising, etc. So as I have already talked about hindrance of person, place, time, risk, finance, information. So all these things can be removed with the help of aids to trade. So the first one is transport and communication. So the consumer of goods, as you know, they are spread in a vast area. So goods are produced at one place, has to be sold in various places. So transportation helps in those activities. Okay, then it can be either of three types: road, rail, or air transport. Then second comes banking and financing. Banking, they are very helpful in the development of trade. How? Because they give financial help to the traders from time to time. So bank plays an important role in the capital formation of the company or of the industry. So they collect the deposits from the public and lend them to the traders according to their needs. Then how the bank helps the business: accept the deposits from the public and provide credit facilities, as I had already told. Then the third comes insurance. Insurance, it is also one of the integral part of trade. Why? Because it provides cover against risk to the goods, and there can be many risks. As you know, there can be many risks to the goods, like risk of accidents during transportation, then loss to fire, risk of loss during shipment of goods. So these risks can be substantially, which can bring a trader on roads. Okay, it can be substantial, which can bring the traders on road. So to avoid these risks, insurance company plays an important role in the home as well as foreign trade. Then next comes warehousing. So after the production or the purchase of goods, trader has to keep the goods with him until these are ready to be sold or these are to be sold. So sometime it takes days or sometime months to keep the goods. So for keeping the goods safe until the sale, it need to be stored in the warehousing. Then advertising. Present scenario, it's totally based on advertisements. So it will not be wrong to treat advertisement as a lifeblood of trade. Okay. So through advertisement, people come to know about the variety of goods available in the market, and new products can be introduced to the customers very easily. So these were some of the auxiliaries to trade. Okay.